how many DMs have you gotten in your whole life?
More than 100.
Thousands, maybe?
Thousands, yeah.
Wait, into the mic. You're way too far.
Oh, yeah, more than thousands.
How many DMs have you sent out?
Less than 5.
Okay. How many DMs have you received?
Not that many. Also, I'm from, I'm older, so
Yeah,
back in the days it was very different. But
Sure.
yeah,
You
and
got
now that I'm older,
postcard
then
or some shit.
it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
All right.
Okay, well, we'll get back to that. We're going to get back to that, though.
What? How many?
How many DMs have you gotten, Morgan?
I don't know.
Hundreds?
Don't count. Yeah, sure.
How many DMs have you sent?
0.
0. Okay. How many DMs have you received?
Dude, I don't even count because I don't really care about it too much.
Well,
but
I mean, you don't need to give me a precise number,
yeah,
but over 1,000,
probably
10,000?
100, 200.
hundreds. How many DMs have you sent out?
Good question. Probably around the 10s.
Okay. And wait, was it nobody dudes or was it clouded, famous dudes? Oh, your friend just gave you away. So musicians, right?
Wait,
athletes.
No, wait. She didn't give me away because she doesn't even know who I DM.
Okay.
But
who are you
it's-
DMing though?
Probably
And dude-
well, actually no. People that I would probably slide in DMs for would be either I'm interested in them, so people from school that I think are kind
Sure.
of cute.
But have you ever slid into a famous guy's DMs?
Yeah, once.
Did he respond?
Hell no. No, well, actually, technically, I wasn't trying to slide. He was trying to ask for ideas for his video, and I was like, oh, you should react to this, and that's it.
How many followers does he have?
Dude, I don't know. If I'm on my
What
phone.
is he? A musician?
Yeah, he's a
or
musician.
Rapper?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's probably 150K.
Oh, okay. All right. What about you? How many DMs have you received? Hundreds? Thousands?
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't say thousands because.
But hundreds.
Sure.
How many DMs have you sent?
Maybe 20.
Famous guys?
Maybe one. or
One
two.
famous guy? Okay. What about you?
I don't really use social media that much, but I mean, the answer is still the same. I'm sure I received more DMs than I
Sure.
sent.
Emma, what about you?
I don't receive very many, and
Okay.
I never send any.
Okay. All right. Anissa, what about you?
Wait. Hang on. Back up. You've been on this show before.
Hold on.
There's no
Just for the
way
sake
that
of
you
time.
walked off. Hang on. There's no way you walked off this show
No.
and did not receive DMs.
Andrew, I don't think her Instagram was even in the thing.
So, I know
All right,
this
here, let me
audience.
just-
They're gonna ruthlessly hunt down. If they're interested, they're gonna ruthlessly hunt them down and send them a DM.
All
Not
right,
a one. You didn't get a one DM.
Not one.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
What?
Here,
Seems honest.
go ahead, Anissa.
Not that many because I don't have my DMs on. I can't get requests.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Andrew. You had
Yeah,
you were
well, I
having
was,
the back
I
and
was
forth
just
with her.
saying, if you're looking at that, if you understand that women are receiving, thousands or hundreds more DMs than men are, then this necessarily would show that you have a much wider kind of array of men to choose from than men have women, right?
But isn't 99% of the DMs just to hook up? So yeah, we might have
Sure.
we might have a bigger
Yeah,
amount.
I
to
would think
choose
so.
from.
I think 99.9% of them could be for hooking up.
Yeah.
But it gives you still this huge option men don't have, right?
Right, but women have more options to, perhaps hook up, but not necessarily to be in a committed relationship.
Well, okay, but let's back up. And let's see if this actually passes the test. So, do you think that a man who wants to hook up with you is more likely to be interested in a relationship with you than a man who didn't want to hook up with you? Like a man who's not sexually attracted to you?
No, I mean, both of them, of course, would want to hook up regardless of
No, well, hang on. But But a man who's sexually attracted to you is going to be more likely to be interested in you, right?
I don't think anyone I'm sure most of the DMs we get are like really, you know, oh, you're so hot, or something like that. I think people.
Yeah, they're sexually attracted to
Right.
you, so those men would be more likely to be interested in you for dating as well, right?
I don't think so, because I feel like if you start a conversation like this, you're kind of already setting your intentions clear.
What, like what? What are they sending you? Like, hello, beautiful? Oh man, that really sounds like that guy just really hates your guts. Like, what do you mean?
Not hates your guts, but in this day and age, most of the guys who DM, they don't want to pursue anything. They want to hook up. Yeah, maybe you'll change their mind. Maybe they end up liking your personality, but that's not their
Yeah,
first
right, but
step.
you have that option is the point. Men don't have that option. And so if women are all getting the same DMs from the same guys, let's say, why wouldn't they gravitate towards the best looking and the tallest and the most handsomest and all of that? Why wouldn't they gravitate towards those same men?
Yeah, I'm sure they do. If
Yeah,
that's their
so
type.
now you've run into the problem of hypergamy. And hypergamy is showing, okay, now the marketplace is completely open, but now those top tier men, all the women are pursuing them, and all of the other men, they're not getting pursued. And they're not pursuing because they can't compete with that higher echelon of men.
Yeah, I feel that's a
That's why
phenomenon.
the reason the entirety of the dating market is screwed is because of this one principle of localization versus globalization when it comes to dating. Anyway, go ahead.
I just think that's a phenomenon that existed before too. It's just
Show me.
exponential
Where did
now.
it exist? Where did this phenomenon exist before the internet?
In the cities, like, you know, like that the hottest
How
men
could it have
are.
existed in the cities?
No, I mean, like, that's not just an internet thing that, like, women are the gatekeepers and they're going to be hit on more than, like, men are going to
Yeah,
be
but
hit on. And,
that's
like,
not-
I'm just saying
Yeah,
it's,
sure.
that
I agree
existed.
with you. The idea here is not that women are going to get hit on more than men. The idea here is that if you only have a localized pool of men to choose from,
Yeah.
you're going to pick one of that localized pool. What if, so like, let me give you an example, Rachel. So let's say there's 100 men that you can choose from. Would you rather have that or 20 million?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But ultimately,
that's the point, right? It's
Yeah.
like once you have access to 20 million,
yeah.
right? Who's going to say I'd only rather have 100
No, but
rather
ultimately,
than 20 million?
you know, I get you. But ultimately, like you said, the hottest men or whatever are going to have their first pick too, right? So they're going to pick the hottest
Yeah.
women or like whatever, right? So then
Yeah.
women will have to go to the rest of the pool anyways at some point, right?
Yeah,
because you're not going to
after
get.
after they've had sex with
Yeah,
that
I
higher
guess.
tier man.
I guess.
And all of these different women have had sex with that higher tier man.
If that's
why
what-
men have body counts. Some men have body counts into the several hundreds to thousands, right? It's because many women are gravitating towards that same select group
Yeah,
of men. So it's like, okay, that's great, but if you're holding out for that man, what happens to you? You're wasting years, right? And so that's why women get married later in life. I agree with you. They're settling for that next tier of man, but they were gravitating towards that higher tier, right?
Yeah, and I think the problem is like that's how women nowadays kind of value themselves,
Agreed.
you know, and I think that's the deeper root problem, where like you think if you have sex with this dude that doesn't really give a fuck about you and it's not going to give you something stable long term, whatever, but then you had sex with the hot guy, but then like okay, and then you got the attention, anyways, my point is like the values, the core values are not at the right place.
Yeah, no,
these
I agree with
days.
that. The core values may not be there, all
Yeah.
right? Prescriptively, that's true. But descriptively, I'm just talking about what is happening.
Yeah.
What is happening is that we've opened up the marketplace for dating. And you can date a guy right now in Ohio, right?
Yeah, through online.
And in the 1950s, how would you have communicated with a guy from Ohio? How would you have even met him or known how he existed?
Yeah, and also
How would that have even been done? Would you have just done like long distance letter writing to each other after you happened to stumble into him in your local community? right?
Yeah.
It would not have been very easy, but right this second, if a guy from Ohio DMs you who's 6'2" and 6 figures, boy, it's really easy to communicate with him, isn't it?
But that's the thing. And before internet, like people had to actually like, you know, like it takes way more guts to go to a person in person than to DM a little message online.
Oh yeah, it makes
So
it,
the-
it
the
makes
commitment-
it non-interpersonal. Yeah, I agree.
So the commitment's already way more when you're like, okay, you know, it's either you meet the person in a bar or like, I mean, whatever, right? But in physical form, then you have like, you know, you gotta get like either the girl, or the guy. So that already creates like someone that value yous way more than just DMing you because it's so easy.
Well, as somebody points out, they say, what about pen pals? Well, I think that pen pals existed, sure, but
Yeah.
you had to meet them. Right? Like you had to
Yeah.
still meet them locally somewhere.
But
you
it's-
don't have to meet people locally anymore.
Yeah.
You can go on a dating profile and you could post you. You can be like, here's my face, and here's my body, and I like hiking and walks on the beach and all that bullshit, right? That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And then the guy from Ohio finds you, right?
Yeah.
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 And so this is the, if you want to know what destroyed all of dating, it's not really more complex than that. I think that women's liberation, all of this type of thing, leads to the idea of basically reducing the moral grounding to the point where women will engage in hypergamy. But I think the internet's what destroyed dating.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
that's what we said though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just to hopefully get through as much as we
Yeah,
can. Here.
yeah,
I gotta move on.
you did, and I agree, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm showing you a bigger problem, which is hypergamy.
Okay.
And that's what you weren't alluding to, right? So
Okay.